My roommate and I transmigrated into an ABO novel. He's an omega. I'm a beta. During his heat cycle, when I tried to bite him, both yandere male leads stormed in simultaneously. The next day, my roommate was forced to kneel before me. The yandere protagonist gripped my neck, "Since you love biting so much, gnaw his gland to shreds. Refuse and he dies." I sneered, "And if I bite?" The other protagonist shrugged, "Simple. You die." Seriously? One of us has to die? We'd both transmigrated as cannon fodder lovers for two brothers in this ABO world. Jason, my unfortunate roommate, became the younger brother's replacement for some first love and omega. Ethan, got stuck as the older brother's beta plaything. Silver lining? The male leads are filthy rich, meaning we live lavishly. Better yet, these obsessive lunatics are rarely home, leaving us gloriously unsupervised. Downside? Omegas have mandatory heats. Worse? As a beta, I can't smell pheromones or mark anyone. You're alpha off chasing other omegas again? I eyed Jason, who currently resembled a rabid dog. Regular bites required, else he turns feral. His face flushed crimson. If he stayed, would I need you? Cold shower? Or I knock you out, medical bills on you. Standing at military attention, I watched Jason pant against the wall. Stone cold. Zero arousal. He shed his shirt, feverish skin steaming as he bared his neck. "Ethan, bite me. Make it hurt. I'm not some damn dog." I gritted my teeth. Repulsed. Desperation edged his voice. "No bite. I die here today." Sucking air through my teeth, I eyed his exposed gland. "You're buying my lunches for a semester back home." Trembling hands gripped my shirt. "Deal. Hurry." Leaning in, I caught only sweat, no omega sweetness. Mentally chanting, "It's just jerky. Just beef jerky." I nearly gagged when he suddenly vomited. His retching triggered mine. He glared through watery eyes. "You reek of dead man stench." Me? The unspoken question hung, wasn't he male too? System alert, do not act against character settings or plot. Stay in character. I glared at the flashing red warning. Curses dying as the door exploded inward. Alex. Jason's alpha. Ben. My owner. These brothers loathed each other over some shared first love, yet now moved in perfect sync. Jason, poor bastard, lunged at Alex like a starving hound. "Mark me. Please." Alex crushed Jason's mouth in a violent kiss. "So desperate you take a beta?" Half conscious, Jason dragged them both into the shower. The sound of running water in the bathroom made my heart skip a beat. Damn it. My own problems weren't even resolved yet. Ben's hawk-like gaze pinned me. Of all people, you had to pick someone Alex already played with? I smirked contemptuously. What else? Should a beta mess with a top-tier omega? Like you do? Approaching the bed, I felt the oppressive weight the moment I sat down. Though scentless, I knew Ben was furious. His temper resembled firecrackers, explosive at the slightest spark. Sometimes he'd rage over nothing. "Who said you could sit on the bed? Kneel." His commanding tone brooked no argument. He yanked my hair, kicking my knees until I collapsed. I gritted my teeth resisting, but my legs betrayed me faster than anticipated. He barely needed to exert his pheromonal dominance before I knelt. "Listen well. My pet stays clean. If I catch any stench of low-grade omegas on you," he struck my face, slamming me onto the mattress. As he tore my clothes, I stated coolly, 200 grand. Advance payment. Wire it now." His icy laugh preceded rapid phone taps. My screen lit up, payment received. When the funds cleared, I smiled too. Without prompting, I began undressing. As a beta, my social standing couldn't rival his. Survival required money, lots of it. This sugar daddy needed proper servicing. During lucid moments, Jason and I found ourselves locked together. We stared wordlessly, having starved for hours. Everyone knew the protagonists were unhinged. But what could we do? They were main characters, we mere cannon fodder. We existed for their rutting convenience, not autonomy. Jason leaned against the bed frame, sighing for the 865th time today. Those two psychos have truly lost it. Think faster. We'll die here otherwise. Being an omega, his torments varied. My beta status spared me physical agony, leaving only psychological warfare. 3 options. I recalled the original plot's key players. First, bring your brother back. Jason rolled his eyes. Oliver? Alex and Ben's precious first love? He won't return for 3 to 7 years. Next idea. I considered another name. Find Nate, the true heir of Ford family, while I remained a fake replacement. The novel's actual protagonist, the twins' favorite Omega. Jason shook his head. That ghost's untraceable. Another plan? Beg. Plead. Sob. Throw tantrums. Then screw them senseless. Maybe awaken some shred of humanity. As I contemplated kneeling positions, the door burst open. Alex and Ben rarely entered rooms together. Alex stormed in, grabbing Jason's collar and kicking his knees until he collapsed before me. Ow. Fuck. Jason hissed in pain. I instinctively moved to help, but froze under Ben's warning glare. He gripped the back of my neck, forcing me toward Jason. Didn't you want to mark him? Here's your chance. Bite. I struggled violently, shoving away the hand restraining me. Are you insane? He's not in heat. This could kill him. An omega's gland remains fragile post-marking, requiring recovery time. Secondary damage risks fatal infection. Ben didn't care, slamming a kitchen knife on the table with murderous eyes. Bite him now, or I'll carve out his gland and shove it down your throat. Alex chuckled wildly in agreement. Might as well replace that cheap scent with something better anyway. My gaze fell to Jason kneeling helplessly on the floor. What if I refuse? Refuse? Ben traced the blade along my cheekbone. Then you'll take the cut instead. Don't worry, my hand's steady. I stayed silent, jaw clenched. Damn. Someone's gotta die today. Huh? The doorbell rang as we reached breaking point. Salvation came through an airport announcement. Young master, Oliver has returned. Our first love, vanished for nearly a year, had reappeared. Both Hunt brothers bolted outside like hounds catching a scent. I moved to comfort my traumatized roommate, only to hear choked laughter. The first love's back. We're finally free. Right? Jason wheezed. Free? Run. We grabbed our pre-packed bags. Years of being kept prisoners ended tonight. Who'd guard replacements when the original returned? Reality struck at security check. The officer dialed Ben's number. Sir, Ethan and Jason wish to vacation abroad. Ice crackled through the speaker. Together? Behind Ben's reply, I heard Oliver's voice murmuring. Who is it? Ben? Jason rolled his eyes. That's Oliver's voice. Those brothers work fast. The officer maintained robotic politeness. Escort them back. Our eyes met in defeat as the system notification flashed. Comply with protagonist commands. Disposable side characters face immediate termination. Failed escape. Again. Are they nuts? Jason hissed. Keeping stand-in lovers when their precious first love's back? Security only detained me. Jason may depart. Ethan comes with us. I shoved Jason toward freedom. Go! Finish my mission and we'll both go home. Lies tasted bitter. I'd never escape this gilded cage. Ben's estate loomed like a tomb. He entered my room that night. Eyes stormy. Strip. My pulse raced as he grabbed my wrist. No escape. Never escape. He dragged me onto the bed, pinning my shoulders. Got you. Trying to run? I paid good money. Shouldn't you entertain me? Let go. I slapped Ben across the face, scrambling to escape. 2 steps away. An overwhelming force crushed my movements. My knees slammed onto the floor before him. He looked down at me like examining a pet. You actually like that mutt Alex keeps? Feeding it with my money? I glared. You're funding Oliver's lifestyle. I'll spend on whoever I want. Release me. His expression darkened at Oliver's name. Who said I fund him? When he tore my clothes off. The mating bond's primal suppression left me helpless. His possession hurt, a searing pain worsening with every struggle until biological compliance forced surrender. His breath ghosted my ear. You're the only one I keep. Midnight. Ben's phone lit up in the bathroom. Oliver's message read, Ben. I chose Alex not because I don't love you. But you deserve better. I blinked. Was this guy for real? Absolute two-faced hypocrisy. Oliver's pheromones must reek of artifice. Yet both male leads pined over this walking red flag? Unbelievable. Ben's arms suddenly wrapped around me. He nuzzled my neck like an overgrown puppy. Marry me. No more others. Just us. Internal screaming commenced. Was he deranged? Spurned in love. Now plotting my ruin? 5 million. 3 years. Afterwards. Take whoever you want when I'm done. My silence stretched. The Ford family's control guarantees lifetime security. Our marriage gets you board support. His palm slid down my spine. You're not really Lucas. Are you? The Fords are hunting for their true heir. I stayed mute. This script unfolded as anticipated. Once Nate appeared, I'd be evicted penniless. My savings and contingency plans wouldn't save me. But neither justified this farce. His lips brushed my throat as he clicked a remote. Projected on the wall, our entangled bodies from minutes ago. Stay silent. And this goes viral. Career. Reputation. Gone. 7 million. Deal. His grin turned predatory. But that sum demands, demonstrated value. I narrowed my eyes. Straddling him defiantly. The Fords outrank the Hunts commercially. I'll be their sole heir. Never mind the future plot twist where Nate would dethrone me, Ben lacked script foresight. His grip tightened. The value I meant involves nighttime commitments. I smiled while mentally combusting. Only his stupidly perfect face stopped me from throat punching him. I leaned in and kissed his lips. Want me to prove it now? My companionship is worth far more than any omega. Securing the Hunt family inheritance and 70 million turned out easier than expected. The Hunts finally acknowledged Ben Hunt's position. Meanwhile, Alex Hunt was too busy dating Oliver Miller to fight for the family succession rights. As Ben started spending less time at home, I assumed he was growing bored. Had enough yet? Can I leave now? I texted after 7 days of radio silence. Come to my office. I'll show you. His reply made my pulse quicken. Was he actually missing me? I scoffed, refusing to take the bait. If he wouldn't release me, I'd make his life hell until he caved. Camping out in Ben's corporate office became my new hobby. I needed him to cut me loose so I could reunite with my roommate and complete the system's mission. Once he didn't need me anymore, I could return to my original world. The joke was on me. He seemed to relish the chaos. Go ahead, Ethan Ford. Act up all you want. I'll eat my tie if I ever let you go. He swatted aside the pheromone-infused aromatherapy diffuser I'd placed on his desk, my latest attempt to annoy him. Then prepare for bankruptcy. Mr. Hunt. I'll drain every cent. My smirk hid the real game. Let's see who cracks first. My daily office invasions continued until I spotted Oliver in the elevator. We shared similar features. But his sweet pheromones and delicate demeanor screamed omega. How long have you and Nate been together? He asked in that cloying voice. About a year, as your replacement. I bluntly answered before pressing the button for Ben's floor. Never seen a stand-in so shameless. His laugh dripped with mockery. I mirrored his smile. I'll be sharing his bed decades after you're forgotten. 10 years from now. Who's really the replacement? His face turned chartreuse as the elevator doors closed. Marching into the office. I planted a kiss on the man at the desk. Ben froze. Then pinned me against the mahogany surface. What's gotten into you? His lips trailed down my neck. Bite me? I challenged. Tilting my head. Hard as you can. Gladly. His teeth sank deep. Drawing blood. I stifled a gasp. This mark would be perfect for flaunting later. Tormenting protagonists seemed baked into my survival code. My only exit ticket? Complete the mission. Ethan. Help. I'm locked in a warehouse. The SOS from Jason Miller, Alex's precious beta, pinged my phone. The remote location matched Alex's usual dirty work. Had Alex trapped Jason there? But I clearly saw him leave. How could he get captured? That night, Alexander Hunt and Benjamin Hunt were at a business dinner. I found the warehouse. Desolate. Abandoned. Only a single flickering bulb illuminated the space reeking of decay. When I stepped inside, there was Jason Miller tied up. A rag stuffed in his mouth. MMMPH. His eyes wide with terror as he tried to speak. I rushed over to untie him when several hulking figures blocked the exit. Even from across the room, their alpha pheromones choked the air feral. Mindless alphas gone feral. Jason grabbed my wrist. Oliver wants us dead. He hired these rogues to destroy our glands so he can monopolize Alex and Ben's attention forever. Craving two men's devotion? The Hunts truly breed their perfect match. I scoffed. Jason's shoulders slumped. If we finish this, can I go home? His voice cracked. Tears mixing with snot. Ethan. Maybe we should just. I counted the circling predators. 7. I can take 5. How many can you handle? Even if we survive the humiliation. The system never promised escape. Our original deal flashed in my mind, complete all tasks before story conclusion to return home. You giving up? I shook him. His flushed face and ragged breathing worried me. He suddenly ripped his shirt open. I'll distract all 7. Get help! Oliver's sneer echoed through the rafters. By dawn, Benjamin will be mine. Ethan. You'll lose everything. The alphas lunged as pheromones exploded like tear gas. My vision blurred. We'd be corpses by sunrise. Die here completing this garbage plot or fight? I gripped Jason's arm. He trembled. Run. These mutts aren't half as hot as Alex. My fingers closed around a pen in my pocket. This'll hurt. I embraced Jason, plunging the pen into his scent gland. No gland. No prey. Any alpha who bites you becomes a registered sex offender. One alpha sobered instantly, bolting outside. Mr. Miller. The Omega's gland is ruined. We're not taking the fall. Dragging Jason past the panicked alphas. I shoved Oliver into the warehouse, slamming the rusted bolt home. Enjoy your own party, Oliver. Blood red warnings flooded my vision. Persona collapse detected. Original world connection severed. Open door immediately or remain trapped. Jason's bloody hand covered mine on the lock. Don't. Better trapped than broken. We backed away as screams erupted inside. Return portal destroyed. System terminating. The crimson alerts flickered into silence, leaving only our uneven breaths and the distant sirens. I was sitting with Jason when a beam of light shone over us. And Ben found me. You look a mess. I'll deal with you when we get back, was all he said before tossing me a jacket. The faint scent of his cologne calmed my trembling body. Dazed, I let him lead me home. Only after hot water washed the blood from my hands could I speak. Oliver's locked in the warehouse across town. Those 7 alphas, I trailed off, waiting for his reprimand. Do you have feelings for Jason? His voice turned icy. I stiffened, frowning as I shook my head. We're just friends. Friends? I'll believe you this time. His lips brushed the nape of my neck, attempting to thaw my frozen composure. Stay away from him. I don't like it. The unspoken threat in his murmur made me shiver. His possessiveness burned bright even without love. Jason was hospitalized, while Alex personally escorted Oliver to medical care. Jason's gland had sustained critical damage, whereas Oliver's carried multiple alpha pheromone imprints. Society shrugged at Omega's being marked. We were born for it. But damaging an Omega's gland? That crossed some invisible line. Alphas everywhere condemned the act. Our rarity granted fragile value, even as alpha accessories. Mr. Miller, who attacked your gland? Reporters pressed at the press conference. Bandages still wrapped Jason's neck. Nearby, Oliver rocked, muttering to himself. Jason's tears fell. Vulnerability perfected. Everyone knows how close I've been with Alex. His admirers, maybe this was their revenge. I just want peace. His half-truths hung like smoke, thickening suspicion. Something felt wrong. Why frame the hunts instead of naming Oliver? His message vanished like static. Jason demanded marriage to Alex, threatening mutual destruction otherwise. 4 days. Alex kept vigil at Oliver's bedside, ignoring the ultimatum. Let the Millers try their games. We'll crush them. I overheard Alex tell Ben through the study door. Their cold strategizing chilled me more than winter air. The thought rooted in my mind. By sunset, I'd made my choice. I texted Jason, then leaked every Hunt family secret I'd gathered. Their corporate schemes unraveled within hours. 1 week later, cameras flashed as Alex announced his wedding date to Jason. The Hunt's boardroom screens lit red with financial ruin, their signature now drying beneath marriage contracts. Across town, Oliver's laughter echoed through asylum walls. He also sent Oliver abroad and covered all the medical expenses. On our wedding day, Jason stood in his tailored suit, offering me a bitter smile. He only married me for revenge, he said. I shrugged. Revenge or not, we got what we wanted. Jason and I often met privately to discuss strategies. We're just side characters. Can we really become the leads? He blurted out one day, still visibly conflicted after his impulsive decisions. We will, I insisted. With the script in our hands, we'd rewrite our roles. 2 months later, I found Jason dressed in immaculate designer clothes yet radiating misery. Alex doesn't love me at all, he confessed. Brings different people home every night. When he asked about my situation, I admitted Ben differed from his brother, coming home nightly, craving physical intimacy. Ben would kiss my lips murmuring my name, bite my neck despite my lack of scent glands. Sometimes I almost believed we'd become protagonists through sheer will. You could leave, I offered Jason. Ben's given me enough to set you up comfortably. No. He refused, eyes glittering with schemes. I'll make Alex love me. I gripped his shoulder. These Hunts are emotionally bankrupt. When you're ready to walk away, say the word. Our shared exile in this fabricated world bound us to solidarity. Don't get trapped either, Jason warned before leaving. We're still replacements, not the original leads. His caution proved prophetic. That evening, incriminating photos arrived, Ben intimately embracing Lucas, my supposedly exiled illegitimate brother. The accompanying text jeered, everything you have is mine now. Brother. I fired back coldly, take Ben. I'm done with him anyway. Drunk and enraged that night, Ben pinned me down, teeth scraping my unmarked neck. Should I implant glands? He slurred viciously. Or carve them from Jason's corpse? Slapping him away only fueled his fury. He hurled surveillance photos of my meetings with Jason. After everything, you'd still run to him? The bed frame rattled as he threw me against it, his paranoia igniting like white phosphorus of flame. I didn't want to run away. You're the one who's insane. I pushed him away, trying to explain my relationship with Jason. Jason is my friend. Am I not allowed to have friends? Ben's gaze turned icy. You belong to me. What friends do you need? I should be your entire world. You're seriously messed up. I spat out. What main character syndrome was this? Ben truly lost his temper this time. The days of his torment left me physically drained. During a hazy moment, I overheard his drunken phone call, cut out the gland Jason repaired. Why not? Don't tell me you've lost your nerve to punish him? His rage seemed to intensify. As I struggled to sit up, Ben pinned me back against the bedsheets. Are you planning to run to Jason? What the hell do you even see in him? He demanded. My own anger flared unexpectedly. Did you collude with my brother? You've been tangled up with Lucas for ages, why bother pretending to care about me now? Yes. He admitted without hesitation, fury radiating from him. He smells infinitely better than you. Far more, stimulating too. His teeth grazed my lips before he ordered. My rut's coming. Wear that omega pheromone perfume. Make it interesting. In the following days, Lucas kept bombarding me with gloating photos. I've always known I wasn't the protagonist. But why should I remain everyone's plaything? We could outshine any main characters. I'd once persuaded Jason. Now doubt crept in. Could I truly become this world's protagonist? Or was I doomed to play the tragic side role forever? Told you both leads are psychopaths. Jason whispered during our clandestine meeting after I'd finally escaped confinement. Ben had reluctantly released me for fresh air. If they're insane, how do we claim their hearts to become protagonists? I asked him and myself. Jason sighed. These main characters only realize their feelings after people leave. The harder you cling, the more they despise you. When Jason decided to flee, I chose to stay. Run if you must. I'm reclaiming what's rightfully mine this time. No more system threats. We become ordinary people in this world. No longer disposable. Good luck then. Contact me if you change your mind, Jason said before leaving Alex. But I remained to match wits with Ben. 3 years later, I now control the Ford family's boardroom. The legitimate heir Nate remains exiled overseas. How long? Uncertain, but should he dare return, I'll destroy him. I secured my position long before the true heir could rise. My hands aren't clean. I had Lucas' legs broken when he threatened my authority. Even my dynamic with Ben shifted, no longer chasing his affection. His obsession mirrors mine. No. Surpasses it. We often tangle in his office. I'm possessive. Ben. If you love me, it better be exclusively. I warn. His grip tightens. You're mine. Every breath. Every heartbeat. Then prove it. I challenge. Sealing our eternal game with a kiss. Ben was losing it. And I chose to out-crazy him to protect everything that was mine. This time, I'd clearly chosen the right path. Ben thrived on this. The more possessive I became, the more he reveled in it. Do you love me? He asked again during our midnight entanglement, lips brushing my ear as we clung to each other. I do. I love you most, Ben. I answered without irritation, then gripped the nape of his neck and crashed my mouth against his, teeth scraping his lower lip. So you'd better love only me too. Deal. He laughed. Gaze locked on mine while his fingers traced the gland implanted beneath my neck. I'd gotten it for him, this stolen gland that once belonged to Lucas. My bastard half-brother who'd tried to usurp everything from me. Like my new gland? I nipped his lip and tilted my neck. offering it for his claiming, "I do, but I prefer you without any scent. That's the real you." His sincerity meant nothing, his vague affection couldn't stir even a ripple in me. I smirked and answered with another bruising kiss. "Where's Jason?" Alex demanded, asking the same question for what felt like the 1,000th time in 3 years. "Oliver's recovered. You can find him overseas." I slid an address across the table, granting this petty mercy. Jason and Oliver suited each other far better than Jason ever had with that unlucky roommate of mine. "Even if you don't tell me, I'll track him down." Alex stormed out without glancing at the paper. I watched him leave and chuckled. Pathetic. They only want what's gone. Your plan worked. Come back now, he's asked for you 100 times. It's enough. I texted Jason's new number. Understood. The moment I saw his reply, I snapped the SIM card and tossed it. A new phone. A new number, only Ben's messages would exist here now. His jealousy required this performance. When Jason returned weeks later, so did those long-dead system notifications. Congratulations. Jason Miller becomes protagonist. Congratulations. Ethan Ford becomes protagonist. We both laughed when the protagonist halo settled over us. Finally, our future wouldn't be some tragic subplot, even if we remained trapped in this world. But then more messages flickered midair. Not system alerts, but comments. Live comments. The author says they're changing the pure love story to smut for market demand. Adapted into multi-protagonist competition. May the best contender win. New. I just got my favorite characters as leads. They've become the most niche protagonists ever. The original premise was about transmigrated leads. Wouldn't changing it to fanfiction be weird? The barrage of comments overwhelmed the screen. Now came 2 more thunderbolts. Good news, my roommate and I became main characters. Bad news, we're apparently the disposable ones. But this time, we both saw things clearly. Jason Miller asked me, "Do you think Ben Hunt loves you or the competition around you?" I laughed at his question. Main characters get plot armor. We're probably just the toxic exes now. He chuckled too. "Wanna run away with me? Let's go farther this time." My heart remained calm. Escaping had become second nature. Sure. If they betray us, we bolt. This time, we're taking more cash. No point obsessing over men when tomorrow's uncertain. We needed to prioritize ourselves. Let's be upfront. Escape openly. Just say we're dating now. Suddenly, a group of attractive college guys bumped into us. A strikingly handsome guy with doe eyes and innocent vibes crashed into me. The chat exploded. OMG college hunks. CEO tropes are so last season. Main character. Charm him. Seduce him. I froze. The plot machinery had started. Though this undergrad did have that fresh-faced appeal. Still not as gorgeous as Ben Hunt though. While I hesitated, Ben approached in his school uniform, yanked me into his arms, and kissed me fiercely. "You smell like someone else. That deserves punishment." LMAO, the leads became supporting characters. "This is gold." A comment flashed by as I snorted. Gold indeed. End.